And I state that without arrogance. I don't mean to be arrogant, but I am a realist. And as a realist, it would be absolutely unprofessional for me to sit here and pretend I'm not an exceptional human being. Because I am.
All right, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with Benjamin Whitaker himself. Nice to meet you, Ben.
Nice to meet you as well, bro.
Yeah, man. You really made an impression on me when I watched you your pro debut, because I heard your name a lot when you were in the amateurs, and then I saw the interviews and whatnot. For those that don't know who Ben Whitaker is in the States, who is Ben Whitaker?
Well, I'm known as a surgeon, man, because I put on a clinic. My style is unique, really, especially at light heavyweight. I'm very slick, I'm very fast, very unorthodox, and there's much more to come.
Yeah, you're also really ambitious, because I know one of the ways I found out about you, like I was telling you earlier, was you were saying you want to be the greatest British boxer ever. And then people were kind of like slagging you off, saying, you know, you're being delusional.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what? That's in this sport. Sadly, there's so many opinions. All I can do is strive to be the best, and that's what I want to do. I'm naming names. I want to fight. People don't like it, but then when other people don't fight those people moan. So all I can do is just try and fight the best, be the best, and if that happens, then I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah. One of the guys I know you said you wanted to fight in a certain amount of fights was Dan Azeez, who's the British champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That don't change, man. You know what I mean? Whoever's got the belts, I want them. You know what I mean? I'm not in this sport just to fight nobody. So I want the best fights, the titles, and I want them fast as possible, really. You know what I mean? I'm not getting any younger, so the sooner the better.
Yeah, time's ticking.
Time's ticking, man, and a good job I got a Rolex for that.
Yeah, man. You were training with Sugar Hill Steward. You know, he's got the American style, comes from that, Kronk lineage, Manuel Steward, all that good stuff. What's it like working with him?
It's like I said, my style, it's very unorthodox. A lot of people don't really know what I'm gonna do, and that's good. I want to keep that style of me. But then Sugar, he obviously got the fundamentals, the Kronk fundamentals. He can bring the power out of me, which people seen on the debut. And not only that, he's got a good game plan for me. So if I can marry the two, I think I'll be very hard to beat. That's why I'm over here in the sunny Miami, Florida, instead of over in the UK, rainy and cold.
and depressing and dreary.
Exactly. Hey, watch yourself. But yeah, it's very grey over there, very cold. So I thought I'd come out here, do a bit of a warm weather training. I've not got a date just yet, but I think it's good to just stay on top of things, get my date, and I'm pretty much ready then.
Okay. Your division's got some of the best fighters in boxing at the top. I always say to be the best light heavyweight in the world, you kind of got to be like the best fighter in boxing, right?
No, 100%. It's a very, I think, light heavyweight, super middleweight, those two weights, the great weights, because you get two tails of the tape, if that makes sense. You get the heavy hitters, but you've got fast boxers too. You've got heavy hitters but technical boxers. They marry the two, where sometimes these lower weights you see very skillful but no power. Then the heavyweights you see a lot of power but no skill.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're at these weights are where you can marry the two, and it's dangerous weights, and I'm happy to be here with the best of them.
Yeah, better like the Beterbievs and the Bivals of the world.
Yeah, man. Them names, they excite me. Seeing what they do, especially Beterbiev the other day, he just keeps knocking them out, man. And I think someone like, he's always got people standing in front of him. I think he needs someone like me, fresh and fast. But what is he, like 39 now? So
38 going on 39.
That's what I mean. So by the time I get there, I think there'll be some new cats on the scene. So it's always time to shake it up.
Yeah, well, domestically you got some big fight, some guys at the top. Buatsi, Yarde.
Yeah, that's the thing. The UK especially it's looking hot right now, man. You got the Azeez, Buatsi, Callum Smith, Craig Richards. The list goes on, really. And that's what I mean. Domestically, it's very hard. And I think as soon as you get past that domestically, world level, you're pretty much there.
Yeah, okay. I think you kind of have like a long rangey frame, and you're with Sugar Hill Kronk. You feel like maybe there could be like a Thomas Hearns, a light heavyweight type thing going on.
Yeah, that's what Sugar said when I first, because I came over here for a week just to see if we'd click. And he said, you kind of remind me of Tommy, and to me that's a compliment because he's my favorite fighter. And he's been around Tommy, he's seen Tommy in the gym and train and fight, and just to pick up that knowledge, I'll be a dangerous fighter, because if I can move the way I move, or put that venom in my shots, hey man, that's all she wrote.
Why is Tommy Hearns favorite fighter?
I just liked how vicious he was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was a tall, beautiful boxer with a beautiful jab, But when it was time to bang, he banged, and I loved that. You know what I mean? Sometimes he lost, sometimes he won, but he remembered his fights, and that's what I liked.
I think he was boxing's first 5-division champion.
Exactly, man. He made a lot of history, and he had them eyes, man. He had them eyes where...
Had the afro.
Yeah, man. He had them killer eyes, man. And there's so many slip boxers that I love, obviously. The Ringendaus, Pernell Whitakers, the list goes on, Floyd Mayweather, but there's something about Tommy that I like, man. He went in there just to kill, and that's what I liked.
Okay. You have this certain level of like freedom that you fight in the ring with. Where does that come from?
I think that's from when I was a young kid. My dad said, just go in there and have fun. You know what I mean? You see a lot of fighters, the stiff, the angry, the rigid. At the end of the day, you only get to live this career once, man, so I'm going to have fun while I'm doing it. But don't get that misinterpreted. You know what I mean? I'm going in there to hurt the guys too. You know what I mean? Because I'm having a bit of fun looking out the ring. That's a part of the game plan. I'm lining you up to get hurt, man, so that's it.
Okay. With like, you've been on this boxing journey so long, and you had a great amateur career.
Yeah.
What made you want to start boxing? Because there's so many, especially in the UK, you know, football, as you guys call it over there, you know.
Not soccer, man. But yeah, so I did try my football, but good job I got a good father, man. He sat me down when I was about 14, and he said, listen, man, you're rubbish at football. He said, you're a better boxer. And one thing I did like about the boxing, if I win, if I lose, it's down to myself. Mm-hmm. Of course, you see it now, there's some judges out there that can do you dirty, but you can still take it out their hands, which I liked. Where football, I could have had the best game ever, and we can still lose because the other guys are not putting in their percentages. So that's what I liked. I thought I can challenge myself, I can be the best, and you're getting paid to beat somebody up, man. Why not?
it makes you...
You don't want to work? Go inside, man. Go inside. Tee that ass up real quick.
It's good atmosphere at the gym, you know, Lawrence Okolie.
Great, man. No, I'm around world champions, like you said, Lawrence Okolie. I'm just going to pick up knowledge each and every day, and you don't get that in the UK, sadly, so I'm just around good right now.
What would you say is the biggest difference between training in America and the UK? Because like one thing I was telling you earlier is that your style is not like the British style.
Yeah.
It's very free-flowing, which is not really how most Brits fight. Yeah. So what do you think is the difference between American training and British training?
Firstly, those lizards, man. You know, I'm waking up in the morning, I'm seeing lizards all around the place. That makes you free-flowing, I'll tell you that now. But jokes aside, there's so many different styles. In the UK, it's either very stiff or aggressive. You don't really see, like you said, fluid boxing, where here you get the Cubans, the Americans, the
Russians,
the European style. Yeah, and they all kind of mush up, and I like that. Like you said, the sparring now. There's so many different styles in there. You can pick up little bits, and that's what I like out here. Not only that, everybody's willing to work with each other. It don't matter if you're a world champion or a beginner. The glove up and go to work, man. Where in the UK, sometimes a lot of people don't want to work together.
What's like an ego thing?
I don't know if it's an ego thing. It's just like you walk in the gym and say, oh, do you want to spar? So, oh, not today, I've not got a date. Well, I remember the first time I come here, there was a kid who had like two amateur fights, and there was an Olympian out here. I don't want to start naming names.
Yeah.
There was an Olympian out here, and he got in there, was working, and the kid said, let me glove up and jump in. And the coach said, do you not know what this is? An Olympic medalist? And the boy was like, so? Got in there and worked, and I thought, hey man, that's the heart and mindset you need in this sport. And I like that. And ever since that, I thought this is the place to be.
Yeah, no, that's great, because like, a lot of times you go to some gyms. I mean, I haven't been in training camps in the UK like you have, but like sometimes guys have an ego trip and they don't want to work with. They think they're too good to work with the amateurs, and sometimes the amateurs be the ones that give you the.
Yeah, because like you said, the amateurs, they're quick. And not only are they quick, they've got something to prove because they're amateurs, and that's what I like. At the end of the day, if you're near enough around my weight and you can work, we work, man. There's different types of working. You don't want to be the gym bully that just beats somebody up. If you're levels above, you can slow it down. And that's what I like with Sugar. Sometimes we're not at the best sparring, but I can work things, I can set up a shot, I can look for a shot, where too many people just want to beat people up in the gym. That's for the ring, man.
Yeah. And then post it on Instagram and have everyone.
You know what I mean? I'll put my odd little clip on there when I feel a bit juicy. You know what I mean? But there is a level. Some people just take liberties, man. But I don't think that's the way it should be. But sadly, that's not everybody.
Okay. You got anything lined up? Any fights coming up?
Not got a date right now. Like I said, I'm out here for 4 weeks, putting in some work.
Sharpening the tools.
Yeah, man, because I'm already fit. One good thing is with me, I'm always fit. I stay in shape just in case I do get the call. But for now, I've just wanted to slow things down, work more with Sugar, because the last 2 times we worked together was in fight camp. So you can imagine it was very chaotic, very fast. Where now, no date, slow things down. And the more we keep working together, the more we just start learning about each other's styles, because he can say a little thing and I'll be like, what? What the hell does that mean? Well, I want to get to the point where he doesn't even need to say nothing. I come back to the corner and he just says, take a sit, carry on what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's what I want to get to the level.
So right now it's just all about like implementing those things so you can fully adapt to the professionals. Because you want to, I believe you want a silver, right?
Silver,
You
yeah.
want a silver. So, obviously there's always that transitional period for professionals.
100%. I've been at that level where I don't want to be at that level where I think I know everything. I know I don't. There's a lot that I can still learn, and I'm an open book, and that's why I'm coming out here. Sometimes I go on the pads with Sugar, man. It makes you feel like a novice, man. Like you throw a jab, he's like, what the hell is that? I'm like,
yeah,
it's a jab, man. He's like, you ain't throwing it right, man. And I'm like, okay. And that's what I want. I want somebody who's not just gonna be a yes man. Someone that's gonna make me slow down, work on my stuff. So when I do get to the top, I've pretty much earned my stripes, you know what I mean? I don't want to get to the top and I've not done what I'm supposed to do. So that's why I'm out here making myself look like an idiot.
Yeah, I seen Sugar tell a fighter in the gym one time. You throwing accident punches.
No, he's got some funny way of words, man. But at the end of the day, whatever he does works. You know what I mean? He's got one of the best heavyweights in the world, and hopefully one of the best light heavies in the world.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Well, Dan, you said a mouthful, man. Great talking to you. Any final message you want to give to the boxing world out there about yourself, your career, what you got going on?
Hey, man, don't get this little baby face confused, man. You'll see me all over your screen soon. I know you'll be annoyed at this British voice, but I'm taking over slowly but surely, man. Either super middle or light heavy, I'm here to stay. The surgeon.
He's here to stay. He's covering you up. Thank you. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.